Welcome to the press conference. We have Wesley So and Fabiano Caruana with us. Wesley is interested in the game of Kramnik, but first of all, we should check this one. I think it was interesting in the opening. You decided to play g6, something different.
Yeah,
No,
G6
I already played G6
Yeah, I mean,
against Magnus.
yeah, but I mean, compared to
maybe
Kramnik
that's why
game.
it's better to play bishop G5 maybe. So that you do spend the tempo.
Yeah, I mean, I was a bit surprised by the opening choice because I got a very comfortable position. I already kind of felt like I had a more comfortable position here.
Bishop E3 you have knight G4, equalize.
Yeah, I mean,
Just speak in the microphone, please.
but okay, probably all moves are pretty much equalizing here.
Yeah, take knight
Yeah,
G4.
already,
Some of my bishops is very poor on H4. I kind of regret playing bishop
yeah.
H4, D4.
No, the bishop on H4 really isn't very good. And A3 was clever. The point is that if white first tries this, then black has knight D5. And so A3 sort of gives me a move, which
Was not easy.
and it's hard to find the right move. Because now,
Ah.
I mean, I want to play bishop d7 and connect my rooks, but now knight e7, bishop a6 is not good. So I have to put my knight on a slightly awkward square. But I still like my position.
So d5 was quite of the only chance, right? Here
Huh?
in this position, d5.
The only
Did
chance
you have
to,
other choices? I mean, here.
The only chance to get worse. Yeah, probably if my bishop is badly placed on H4, I should try to play better early on. But then here, probably knight b3 was a mistake because
I mean,
I
I
should
thought you
wait
could
for
try
knight
f3.
b6.
And then,
Knight b6, knight b3.
yeah, I was thinking I'll first play rook e8,
Ah, bishop
and,
f2.
and then I thought maybe I'll put my knight on e7. just
Ah,
in
knight
case.
e7. Should be around. Oh.
Yeah, but
Oh,
it's
equal.
probably about equal.
Yeah, knight b3. Yeah, I was. Yeah, g5 was a very strong move. But what's the difference if you play rook e8 first?
Yeah, I thought you'll play f3 again.
Ah, knight 7.
I mean, I thought that this basically just wins the tempo because now I'll get knight h5 f4 and it's I mean, with the pawn on g5 it's a much better version. My knight can
If
also
f3,
yeah f3 I thought I'll play
Bishop
like this
f2.
and knight f4
bishop f1.
and knight b6. Yeah, I guess
Oh,
maybe it's a better version because you don't have all these tactics with bishop b6 and knight b7.
better for black.
Yeah, I mean I was surprised by knight a5 because but then I realized that the knight actually goes to e3 and is very well placed there.
b6, knight c4.
Yeah.
Knight e7. Knight e3.
Yeah, and then knight e3. I mean, I can play like this, but it's probably going to be close to equal soon. Although I still prefer black slightly. But yeah, I thought that this was the most principled way to play. I was sort of half expecting knight a2 because it looks kind of positionally desirable, but it's also very risky. And also, white gives up the bishop pair.
You play knight b6.
Yeah, knight b6, knight b4. And I was thinking like maybe rook e7.
I thought just knight e4.
Yeah, knight e4 and
Bet.
and I thought you'll
Take.
probably like take with the f pawn.
Ah, take with the f pawn.
And then I wasn't entirely sure what this position is.
Ah, my knight's blockade.
Yeah, the knights are sort of annoying. Yeah, and here I realized that Wesley probably wanted to go for the position in the game, because otherwise white is, I think, just worse.
Yeah, I actually thought you'd maybe take somewhere.
Yeah, I mean, I thought bishop e1 would
Knight
be,
b6.
and g3, take knight d5 and bishop d4.
On the
I mean, I kind of felt like white would have enough to equalize.
Compensation.
chances.
Yeah, it's also difficult to play here with black, so I didn't really want to give up my bishops.
Ah, knight b6.
Yeah, this is kind of critical, but it's also very, very risky for white.
Yeah, sure, knight gets trapped. But yeah, bishop e5 is very strong move. Probably also only one.
Was it possible bishop c3?
Yeah, I mean, I could,
BC.
but it's not rook e5 and
c4.
Rook
Oh,
e5, yes.
c4. I thought I'll take.
Knight
Take,
b6.
take. Oh, 96.
Can I play b5?
Knight d4.
And,
Some tricks. Ah, just king g7.
I mean, white is positionally busted. So
d6.
yeah, and I'll
Very
try
bad,
to
yeah.
play f5.
F5.
Yeah.
Ah,
Now your bishop is really awful.
really terrible.
No, I thought that
Ah.
you'll play knight d6, knight d5, and knight e4, and I didn't see any advantage here for black.
Wait, knight d6, knight d5, bishop c6.
And c4,
Knight
c4.
c4.
I don't know. Maybe it's still very unpleasant for white.
Was it possible to play c4 to protect the pawn, rook e5, c4, and give up this g2 pawn? I mean, before.
Bishop c4.
Bishop
You check
c4.
with engine, yeah?
Of course. I mean,
Thank God.
Yeah, maybe this was the best way to play.
I mean, it's just an option.
Engine. Depends what engine you.
And I got very excited because I saw this maneuver and I was happy.
Ah, yeah, knight e7 burst. Actually, you have to play knight e7, huh? King f8 is too slow.
Yeah, king f8, you'll play like probably c4 or a4 maybe.
c4. bc4, bishop takes.
Yeah, and then the knights somehow get out. And king e7, rook e1 doesn't really threaten anything.
Just,
I thought this was very strong, and an a4 was a good move. I mean, I was sort of expecting this. And then c5, which saves the knights, but leads to a pretty awful position for white.
the bishop pair.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, just c4, and I'll start to push white back. So a4 was correct. And my first intention was knight c8.
ab5.
Yeah, white will include ab5, ab5, and then probably play like
d6.
d6, rook b8, and then like bishop g2.
Wow.
And
To
and
save this.
You didn't
black.
check out with engine.
This no. This is
probably
interesting.
because it's just not good for black.
Yeah, and yeah, you're pawn down after all. I have rook e1. So.
Yeah, and then the knight on b7 is strangely not. I mean, it's completely trapped, but it's actually very useful. So
Yeah, you have to play maybe f5, but then I have some rook e1. Yeah,
yeah, rook e1. I
Perfect.
mean, also
Yeah.
f4 looks unclear, and then rook e1 or something.
it's too risky. But because
Yeah,
you
it's
have
risky for
knight
black
f5.
also. No, but I thought that at least here I'm playing without any risk. And this is all completely forced. White has to save the knight. And maybe a5 was
Interesting.
an interesting option. But I just couldn't evaluate the position. I mean, now I at least blockade the pawns and I'll bring my king in.
What if I play
Yeah, bishop d3 is probably the best move. And maybe king g7.
king g7. King g2.
Yeah, king f6. It's probably also okay for white.
Yeah, probably. Too many pawns.
Yeah, the pawns are sort of blockaded, but they're still pretty strong.
I mean, you have to keep your rook on d8 to defend the pawn.
Yeah, also my pieces are tied down there. But this already seemed like I don't really have many winning chances.
Yes. What was
Okay,
your
yeah.
evaluation here about
You
that?
have to play. Huh?
What was your estimation of the position?
What was yours?
Mine,
You
we don't
didn't-
discuss.
I didn't check.
Um,
But well, the thing is,
you know, I think sometimes computers don't understand this position the same way as a human they do. So it's
Ah.
kind of interesting, I mean, especially these unbalanced positions. So
well, of course, rook's much stronger, so I only have one pawn. So,
but
I mean,
somehow you were
yeah.
optimistic about it.
huh?
You were optimistic about
I
your
have nothing to
position.
lose. Well, if Fabiano beat me, then it's good too for USA. So no worries. And if I draw, then it's not bad either. But yeah, g4 was correct because if he goes back rook somewhere on rook f8, then I place c4, b4. So very annoying.
Yeah, the pawns also seem pretty strong, so I wanted to avoid any risk as well.
I think g4 is good. g4, h5. And here it seems very close. Because if I make one wrong move, then I'm lost. So knight.
Yeah, I mean, this is all forced. I mean, knight
It's all
g6
forced,
is
yeah.
necessary. And yeah, knight g2 completely shocked me. I was expecting like king e3, and then I thought also this was an interesting option.
gh.
And then rook h1. I mean, my pawn is still
Ah.
very strong.
It's unpleasant. But then I'm gonna push my pawn.
Knight d3, knight d5, something like
Knight
this.
d3.
Knight d3, but yeah, but
Rook h though.
the thing is that you don't actually win this pawn,
rook h.
which is kind of important.
Yes.
So this is, I thought h, but
Yeah,
this
h3
is
also.
very interesting, huh?
Yeah, I wasn't sure which one I would decide on.
I thought h3 is strong. I thought I saw a draw here, but then I can't remember. gh, rook h1. So it's d6, rook h2.
I mean, it's very complicated, but at least I think that Wesley played by far the most practical way. Because here it's completely forced. If I do this, then I'm completely tied to the pawn forever. And white will start to just trade pawns on the queen side. And this looks very strong, but after c4 I couldn't find anything. I mean, maybe b4, but I have a feeling that
C5.
that I really don't have anything here. And it looked too messy. And see, yeah, here I was counting on like knight c4, king f6, d6, and then it's different because now I get my rook back and I can protect my pawn with my king. And then who knows if white is surviving
Probably
this.
king f2, rook d8.
Yeah, rook d8 and then king g5.
Yeah, now the knight is silly. King
Yeah.
g3, then you took one, king f5.
Well, you still have the b pawn, yeah. But I can try to maybe attack the pawn from behind too.
But here knight d5. Yep.
Yeah, maybe it's
I thought
also
actually
a draw.
king f5 very interesting.
Here?
No, I mean here, just wait, king f5.
And if b4?
King g5.
Just waiting.
b5, king f5, and I saw this one. You can ask Carsten Muller what he thinks. But and then you just keep swanging me. Then king g5, king e5.
Yeah. No, white might actually lose this one.
If I say king g2,
And
king f4, I have to check. Looks very
maybe
bad.
I'll go to h4 now.
Yeah, the king h4. Yeah, knight is stuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's probably losing.
No, but d6 was very accurate. It looks like it's a better square on e6, but it's really not. And here I couldn't see any ideas.
The only question I have in the end, why did you decide not to torture your opponent and not to play rook
Yeah,
against
but who am I
knight?
torturing? I think I'm torturing myself more so.
And also, you remember the game Topalov Aronian in Springfield Cup, or Rosa Rook versus Knight, and Levon held very comfortably. So.
There was also another games like Polgar Kasparov. So
But that started in a bad position for the knight. I mean, here there's really, when you start in a normal position for the knight, then there's really nothing you can do.
But one more question to Wesley: would he play if he was, if you were in the place of your opponent? Would you continue playing or not? Would you torture him?
Only if I'm playing Sergei Karyakin. Yeah. Because he keeps torturing me in these silly endgames. Like yesterday, I think only a kid would lose an endgame like that, 4 pawns against 4. So if I get him in some endgame like this, I'd play on for 40 moves.
So with Fabiano, you have different type of relationship.
Yeah, rook versus knight's too easy.
Okay. Do we have questions from anybody? Dylan, please.
I have a question about just this endgame in general. Have you played similar endgames, or was this a relatively non-standard endgame?
You mean at which point? Or in general?
Trading into the rook and knight with the pawns, maybe before, generally.
I mean,
That makes sense.
it sort of reminded me a bit of a line I used to play with in the Grunfeld, where my opponent would have a knight and 2 pawns for a rook, and I mean, 2 pawns up, there would be many pawns on the board, and it was very dangerous in that case for the rook. But here, the pawns are kind of disconnected, so black is the one playing for a win. And so I felt like, I mean, I thought the objective evaluation should be a draw, but I kind of still thought that I could play for a win, and it would be tricky for white.
Yeah, it was very close because white has many choices here. I mean, knight d2 or whatever. Also here knight c6. Also here king e3 or knight d3. So there are many choices for white to go wrong.
Was knight d2 wrong?
Knight g2.
Yeah. No, knight d2.
Knight d3. Knight d2.
Yeah. Instead of knight e5.
Yeah, probably wrong. I don't know. Knight d2 rook f7. Yeah, I thought c3 b3, but then probably too slow. Yeah, the rook is simply too powerful. But actually, in the end, it's very interesting. Like even here, Maybe even without the B2 pawn, it's still a draw. Not sure.
There is some
Huh?
game was referring Lasker against Lasker or something.
Yeah, but
Some
all these
classical game
positions are very.
with knight g2, yes.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Did you remember this game? From which game it is?
No, I wasn't born yet. So, no.
Me too.
I used to study very old games, but then I realized they're like 150 years older. So, and the computers are getting stronger, so I didn't see the point. But it's actually very interesting to see if probably also draw king c4, king g4, king c3, king h3. Yeah, so maybe it's also a fortress, this one.
No, while we were in the press center, one journalist, Vladimir Barsky, remembered the game of Lasker against Lasker, which is exactly king g4 and knight g2. So I just was wondering if you might remember.
Lasker against who?
Lasker, the person with the same name. So surname. And yeah. So other questions, please?
One question for Fabiano. You kind of praise knight g2 as the saving move. What would be your plan if he just goes c3, b3, and c4, obviously, with the idea?
So c3, h3?
I mean, I thought that if white doesn't do anything, then I'll put my pawn on h3 and I'll bring my king around to d6. And then I'll try to get my rook through somehow. I'll play rook f8, rook a8. I mean, somehow I'll get my rook in.
This is what a Patzer might play, c3, h3, and play b3.
I mean,
Oh,
Very quick. And I have to play king f2.
yeah.
King e3,
I mean,
rook
I'll
e5.
probably, yeah, I can play rook e5, force the king to f2.
Then king e, you can play king
And
e7.
then king f6, rook e4, king e5. I mean, somehow it's very dangerous for white to allow this pawn structure.
okay. And last question about the game. You mentioned at the very beginning, did you have chance to see Grishu Kramnik?
Yeah, you wouldn't show me.
No, I didn't. I know, but you had them next to you. Just I
No.
thought you were concentrated fully.
Wasn't really next to us. I mean, you have to go all around to watch
No.
any game.
Yeah.
Couldn't see it.
Fabiano, did you have chance?
Yeah, I mean, I got the impression that it would look like it was going to be a draw at some point, and then I got the impression that Vlad was again playing for a win somehow. and now I don't know. It looked dangerous last I checked, but probably going to be a draw somehow.
Okay. Thank you very much for all your answers. Thank you. Good luck.